dear students, welcome to Bosco Campus Vision. This is Seema Dudley. Welcome to my another video on data analytics. In this video, we will discuss about the topic information management and big data foundation. Information management is also closely related to big data analytics. Information management means it is a cycle of process that support the organization's learning activities. That is, uh, it helps to identify information needs, acquiring information, organizing and storing information, developing information, products and services, distributing information, and using information. In simple words, we can say information management is a collection and management of information from one or more sources and the distribution of that information to one or more audience. For information management, collection of information, നമ്മൾ കളക്ട് ചെയ്ത ഇൻഫർമേഷനെ മാനേജ് ചെയ്യുക എന്നുള്ളതാണ് ഇൻഫർമേഷൻ മാനേജ്മെന്റിൽ വരിക. And the management means the organization of and the control over the structure, processing and delivering of information. And the main purpose of information management is to design, develop, manage and use information with insight and innovation. Another thing is support decision making and create values for individuals, organizations, communities, and societies. So the main activities of information management will be identification of information needs. Next is acquisition and creation of information. Next activity is analysis and interpretation of information. Next is organization and storage of information. And another activity will be information access and dissemination. And the last one will be information use. So നമ്മുടെ ഒരു ഇൻഫർമേഷൻ മാനേജ്മെന്റ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഒരു ഓർഗനൈസേഷനകത്ത് വരുന്ന ലേണിംഗ് ആക്ടിവിറ്റീസ് ആൻഡ് ഒരു ഇൻസൈറ്റ് ജനറേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുക എന്നുള്ളതാണ് ഇൻഫർമേഷൻ മാനേജ്മെന്റിനകത്ത് മീൻ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ആൻഡ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ക്ലോസ്ലി റിലേറ്റഡ് ടു ബിഗ് ഡേറ്റ അനലറ്റിക്സ് ടു. നമ്മൾ ബിഗ് ഡേറ്റ അനലൈസ് ചെയ്യണം എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ വി ഹാവ് ടു കളക്ട് ദ ഇൻഫർമേഷൻ. എന്നിട്ട് അത് കറക്റ്റായിട്ട് സ്റ്റോർ ചെയ്യുകയും വേണം. ആൻഡ് ഓൾസോ whenever we need അത് ആക്സസ് ചെയ്ത് നമുക്ക് അതിനകത്ത് നിന്ന് ഇൻസൈറ്റ് ഡെവലപ്പ് ചെയ്യുകയും വേണം. Information management is also closely related to big data analytics. The two major systems connected with big data foundation are storage of data and the processing of data. When saying more about the storage of data, we say about the HDFS. HDFS means Hadoop File System, and it is used to hold very large amount of data, and also it provides easier access to the data. HDFS is highly fault tolerant and designed using low cost hardware. To store such huge data, the files are stored across multiple machines. So we call it as distributed data storage. And this is done to reduce the system from possible data losses in case of failures. And also HDFS makes applications available to parallel processing. And we can say some features of HDFS as it is suitable for distributed storage and processing. And another thing is HDFS provides file permissions and authentication. So we have already told that the major components of big data are data storage and data processing. So when talking more about data storage, we'll be saying about HDFS, and when talking about processing, that is data processing, we'll be saying more about MapReduce. MapReduce is a programming model or a pattern within the Hadoop framework, and it is used to access big data stored in Hadoop file system. It is a core component and integral to the functioning of the Hadoop framework. This MapReduce automatically divides the processing workload into smaller pieces, and it will be processing in parallel on Hadoop commodity servers. To maximize the processing throughput, MapReduce assumes that the workloads being distributed are independent tasks and are equally divided. We know the traditional enterprise system have a centralized server to store and process data, and the traditional model is not suitable to process huge volume of scalable data and also cannot be accommodated by standard database servers. That is why we introduced the Hadoop, which have the HDFS as well as MapReduce. HDFS is used for storing the huge amount of data, and MapReduce is used for processing the huge amount of data that is stored in HDFS. And this HDFS normally works as distributed processing. Okay, that is parallel processing in വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് വർക്ക്സ് ഡിസ്ട്രിബ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ടായിരിക്കും സ്മോൾ പീസസ് ആയിട്ട് ബ്ലോക്ക് ഓഫ് പീസസ് ആയിട്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ടായിരിക്കും വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. And it is to increase the throughput processing speed increase ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് they are working as parallel programming model. So when saying the advantages of MapReduce, we can say that it is highly scalable, and also it is cost-effective solution for big data analytics. And another thing is it is very flexible when working with big data analytics, and also it is very fast because it support distributed file system for storage, and also it support parallel processing. One of the major benefit we can say is it automatically handle independent processing, and also it is fault tolerant. Then about saying the speed, we can say that first one is speed in loading the data. Second is speed of analytics computational processing, and the third is we can say that it is high speed at which it can perform the analytics on demand and uh, respond to the business. And when coming to the MapReduce in a conclusion, we can say that a social media site could use it to determine how many new signups it received over the past month from different countries, uh, from among different geographies. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെ ഒരു കാൽക്കുലേഷൻസ് നടത്തുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടും ഈ മാപ്പ് റെഡ്യൂസ് ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്യും. ബിക്കോസ് നമുക്കറിയില്ല എത്ര ആൾക്കാർ ഒരു സോഷ്യൽ മീഡിയ ആദ്യമായിട്ട് ലോഗിൻ സൈൻ അപ്പ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടോ എന്നുള്ളതല്ല. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെയുള്ള ഇൻഫർമേഷൻസ് കളക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ഈ മാപ്പ് റെഡ്യൂസ് ഒത്തിരിയും ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. Assignment questions connected with this topic. First one, define information management. Second question, explain the two major systems of big data foundation. So complete the assignments and forward to the email ID provided to you. Thank you.